Hi, welcome to Girls Think Outside the Box. I'm Miss Destinee, and today we are going to be working with the activity out of our box called Color Changing Lab. So you've got some materials inside your box. It comes in a little Ziploc bag, and inside your Ziploc bag you have a straw, a tea bag, lemonade, and some baking soda. The materials that you're gonna need from home are 3 clear glass cups or plastic cups. Anything that you can see through is gonna work best. You're gonna need some ice cubes and a spoon. This activity is gonna require you to find an adult in your home, a parent or guardian, because one of the activities that you're going to, or one of the parts is boiling some hot water. So you're gonna need a ceramic cup for doing that piece. So the first thing that you're going to do is clear your area. Make sure you have enough room to work. And we want to be mindful of our workspace, so we don't want to mess up our table or the kitchen counter or wherever you're working. So if you can find some newspaper to cover your area for any spills or messes, it could be a tablecloth, anything that might work for you in your home. So you'll cover up your area and get all your materials ready. I want to remind you that inside your box you also have a magazine, and it lists all the materials and all of the steps, so you can use that to help you follow along if you need. And I just want to remind you that all of our activities are based on this fun book called Ada Twist Scientists. So today you're gonna think like a scientist and do some chemistry. All right, we are ready to get started. So step 1 is go find your adult. So that could be a parent, guardian, older sibling, because you are going to, for step 2, boil some water. So you have a couple of options. You can boil water on the stovetop. You can take a mug, fill it with water, and put it inside the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. Make sure that your cup is microwave safe. Or the other option is if you have a tea kettle to warm your water that way. And step 3 is you're going to take your butterfly pea tea bag and you're going to steep it inside the boiling water. Steep means that you're going to submerge the tea bag fully into the boiling water, so be careful because it is going to be hot. And you want to make sure that you steep it long enough until it turns into a deep blue color. So that could be 2 to 3 minutes, it could be 5 to 7 minutes, and I will show you what that looks like after a long steep. You can see it's a dark blue color. Next step, you're going to take your ice and fill your cups. Might lose some ice cubes along the way. It's okay. Great. Put those ones aside. All right, next step, you're gonna take your butterfly pea tea and you're going to fill your 3 cups. Notice your color. In your magazine, you have a section where you're going to collect some data, because as a scientist, you need to take notes so that you know what is happening, what things you did to make some changes, or what changes are happening when you try new things. And one of the data collection points you're going to make is the way that it tastes. So this is just the butterfly pea tea, so we're going to take a sip. yourself. Is it bitter? Is it sweet? Is it savory? And I think I need to take another sip just to be sure. It doesn't have a strong taste to me. It is a little bit bitter, but not bad, not sour, not super sweet. So we're gonna try a couple of things here. In your packet you had lemonade, so we're gonna take a little bit of that. So this is gonna be just tea. And you can notice some changes. You could take notes on why you think these colors might be different. And we're gonna add some lemonade. We're gonna use our spoon to stir it around. What do you observe happening? We see that the color is changing into this beautiful violet color. And now that we have tried something new, we're going to take a sip. That is definitely tasty. It's obviously a little bit sweeter because sugar comes inside the lemonade. So I would say it's a little tangy or tart because of the lemonade. So I would write that down in my magazine as my observation notes. And we have our third cup, and we're going to use our baking soda to observe any changes. So you can see there is a slight change in the blue color. I am not as excited to sip this one, but you know, we're thinking like a scientist and we're gonna do the same procedure for each. Definitely not tasty. So as far as taste, I would definitely go with the PET lemonade PET with lemonade. So make sure that you record all of your observation findings in your magazine. And the fun thing about being a scientist, thinking like a scientist, acting like a scientist, is that you get to experiment and try new things. And so I wanted to so this one has just tea. Again, this one has lemonade, and this one has baking soda. I thought it might be fun to add some lemonade to the baking soda. Let's see if anything different happens. Ooh, do you see that? A little bit of buzzing bubbles. You can hear it. So take down some notes on why you think that might be happening. What if we added a little bit more PT to the lemonade? Might be getting a little bit darker. Remember that in your box you have your magazine that you can refer to, and it gives you some more information about pH balance and why it happens. But before we go, in our book, Ada Twist Scientist, she does an experiment with smell, and so we did our tasting, we used our sense of sight to kind of see the changes that happened, and so I'm going to use my sense of smell. It definitely has a slight sweet smell to the butterfly PT. And I can smell the lemonade. It smells sweet and tart. Let's see, this one definitely didn't taste good. Let's see if it smells good. That actually, I really like that smell. It smells sort of citrusy. But yeah, you'll have to tell us in the comments below how yours tasted and smelled. And maybe you like the way that the baking soda one tastes, but this definitely was my favorite. So cheers to thinking like a scientist, and we hope that you come visit us again, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Before we clean up our space, one of the things that I love about what makes a good scientist is the questions and the wonders about the things that we're working with. And so my wonder is, what does the inside of this look like? So we're gonna open it up. You can see the actual flower, which is pretty cool. There are so many things you can even do with these flowers. You can dry them out, you can do some art, some flower presses. You can look at other teas you have in your house. How are they the same? How are they different? So continue your wonders and your questions, because all of those things make a great scientist. Make sure you clean up your space.